Hey guys, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. It's Beer 30. Let's go take a walk, see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Look at this big bottle. Big 22-ounce bottle from Heavy Seas. They're out of Maryland. This is Blackbeard's Breakfast Barrel Aged Imperial Coffee Porter. The biggest fuss I've got about this style of beers, when they do an Imperial Porter or Imperial Stout, and then they barrel age it on top of that, which the coffee fades, whether it's a stout or a porter, and then it sets on the shelves. So the coffee fades while it's in the barrel, and then the coffee fades while it sits on the shelf. This is the 2017 edition that Rico, my brother, sent me, and the note he sent here says, Heavy Seas Blackbeard's Breakfast 10% Barrel Aged Imperial Coffee Porter, 40 IBUs according to Untapped, brewed with coffee from local coffee producer Chesapeake Bay Roasting in Maryland. It says he bought it last week for $6. Very good price for a 10% barrel aged beer and a 22-ounce bomber. He says the vintage year is on the little barrel logo on the front of the label, which says 2017. And on the back label, it's got a little white spot here for a date, and it's got 17043. Well, if I was guessing, guys, I would say it's the 43rd day of 2017, which puts it into February. So not only has the coffee faded while it was in the barrels, this thing was put in the bottle in February, and here we are in September. I got a feeling the coffee is going to be gone by now. It may not be. We will see here in just a minute. You shouldn't cellar coffee beers. And barrel aging coffee beers is a waste of time, in my humble opinion, depending on how long they leave it in the barrels. So we're getting ready to find out how this is done, and if it was put in the bottle in February of 2017. I don't know how long they left it in the barrels. 1 month, 3 months, 6 months? I don't know. So the longer they left it in the barrels, more the coffee's faded. The longer it's been in the bottle, on top of that, the more the coffee has faded. So it is what it is. So we shall see. Commercial description on this, that we partner with the local Chesapeake Bay Roasting, produces intriguing ale, rich porter flavors enhanced by roast coffee notes and rounded by the bourbon barrel aging, creating a brew of bewitching character. So, and that's from Beer Advocate. Untapped has it at 10%, like Rico said, 40 IBUs. So we know what that is, we know what the vintage is. So that's basically all we're going to get on this style of beer. I'm just concerned that we're not going to have a lot of coffee. We shall see. Big hiss. Big time hiss. Into the glass we go, and while I'm pouring, I will tell you the cuisine is barbecue, cheese is buttery, brie, Gouda, Havarti, Swiss. Goes well with your chocolate dishes. It ain't pouring very much head, so let's go down the center here. Meat is beef, smoked meat, and grilled meat. Glassware to pint, Becker, Nonic, tumbler, mug, style, Sidel. I'm using my favorite tulip glass, and not recommended for extended cellaring, because let's say ABV extends out its range, which it does, but it has coffee. So, no head probably at all on that pour. Over into the light, it is pitch black like a stout, guys. I'm not giving any red rubbiness around the thin part like a lot of porters do. To the nose we go. Rich roasted malt. Faint hint of some coffee in there, guys. Now, it might have a big bolder taste than it does on the nose. And it's cold right out of the fridge. Maybe some black molasses in there, and maybe some hint of some dark fruit. And those will come out as I let it warm up, which I will do. But I am getting some coffee notes. Every time I put my nose to it here, it seems like I'm getting more and more coffee as it's opening up. Smells pretty good. Let's dive in. Final beer of the evening for me. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Rico. The coffee's still there, guys. It has sold very well. I'm pleasantly surprised at the amount of coffee that I'm still getting. Not a lot of bourbon, though. I was guessing, I don't think they left it in the barrels very long. Maybe 2 or 3 months. Maybe not that long. It does have a nice sweetness to it. Big time roaster coffee notes from these guys here. I'm sure it was, if I'd have had this beer in March, the coffee probably would have been off the chain. But now here in September, still there, but I got a feeling it would have been a lot more prominent then than it is now. But it's still there. But it's still there. But surprisingly, it's still there. So, very tasty. It is very tasty. Well, let me sip on this for a while and pour her a glass and see what we end up with. Alright guys, I'm back. Got just a little left here. Tasty beer. Not getting basically any bourbon. Evidently they put it in the second run barrel, which means it's had beer in it before, or they didn't leave it in there very long at all. I am still getting some good coffee notes on it, which is surprising for as old as the beer is. Even though it's a 2017, they're saying. It was, according to what I'm seeing on the back of the label, it was put in the bottle in February. So, it being in September, I'm actually very surprised I'm still getting as much coffee as I am now that it's warmed up. It's there. It is definitely there. But the bourbon is not. But it was a $6 bottle of beer, so, I mean, it's priced reasonably. He didn't pay $12 to $15 for this 22-ounce bomber. So, they could have left the bourbon barrel off of it as far as I'm concerned, because you're not getting it. It's not there. And for $6, maybe they had marked it down, being as old as it is. That would be my guess. I would say, I'm just guessing though, I'm just guessing. We used to be able to get a lot of the Heavy Seas beers here. They're not on the shelves anymore. I don't know if they weren't selling or what has happened. If you go out to Martin at the Barrel Chest outside the beer store, I'm still sure he carries some of their stuff, but none of the grocery stores carry the Heavy Seas beers here anymore. Kroger's and none of those guys. So decent beer. Didn't blow my hair back at all. Very nice coffee notes. I mean, I'm very blown away about the coffee that's still present in this beer, as old as it is. Nice sweetness to it. For a porter, it's still on the thin side. Kind of watery. Decent beer, but nothing to write home about. Final chug. I do think it's a well-made beer. The alcohol is super well hidden for a 10%er. I mean, I'm not getting it at all. So, I know it's a well-made beer. But the bourbon barrel written on it, not so much now. That's an okay beer. And I'm going to go against the grade on this one, guys, because it is what it is. What I have here, I'm doing it here in September, and it was put in the bottle in February. I'm thinking it is a 2017 edition, but it does have bourbon barrel on the bottle, but it was only $6 for Rico to buy it, which is very inexpensive for a 10% bourbon barrel version of a 22 ounce. So, 89 for me, guys. That's where I'm going to put it, B+. Over to Beer Advocate. Beer Advocate says 92. Not going there. I'm not getting the bourbon. The bourbon notes need to be a little bit more prominent for me to go to that scale, especially when it's written all over the label. And Untapped has it at 4.05, which is their A- scale also. I'm not going there either. I don't think it's an A beer. I'm not going to give it an A. It's a nice coffee porter. Take the bourbon barrel off the bottle. It's not there. I'm not getting it at all. Period. Not a zip. Nothing. So, nice coffee porter. If you want to try, if you're into the coffees, and you can, if you've seen this on the shelf, you can pick it up. But I don't think you're going to get a whole lot of bourbon. Now, if you've never had a bourbon beer, you might pick up on some of that. That's the way I was when I first started doing craft beers, and I had my first Sam Adams Boston Lager. I thought that was the hoppiest shit I've ever tasted. It blew my palate out of my mouth. I'm going, my God. And now I can't even taste the hops in that beer at all, period. I don't even buy it anymore. So it all depends on where your palate is and what you're used to drinking. And if you've never had anything like this, it's probably going to blow you away. But where my palate is, not so impressive. So, but I do appreciate them brewing a well-made beer. But the bourbon notes are very well hidden to me. And it's a coffee beer that's 8 months old. So, that being said, if you've had this one from Heavy Seas, their Blackbeard's Breakfast Imperial Porter, let me know what you think. Until we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.